Election's just a few days away, and we're already starting to see, and we have been seeing, positioning on the results that are still up in the air. Here's an interesting play that I just came across that looks to be an excellent post-election play where if ammo and guns are needed, this is the stock to go to. So my name is Joshua Bellinger, and this is another episode of Follow the Money. So we're taking a look here at Sportsman Warehouse, and this is the stock that is in play today. We saw an excessive amount of money going into the call option side. It was about 9 times the normal, which is about a 900% increase. Taking a look here, we're on the lows here, and that big red sell-off here from 18 to 13 was an earnings miss, I believe, here. But just a few weeks ago, taking a look here at some of the previous news out there on this one, looks to be where this is a stock that hedge funds are starting to accumulate shares in as well. What we're seeing in the option market isn't specifically a longer term hold. It's a 22-day or nothing type of play. But it's still interesting to see that this is the same levels that it bounced off of previously, and going into an election here just days away, this could be something where we start to see this get bought up in any kind of hysteria or anything election related, where news comes out and this becomes a stock that's in play. So the position that we're seeing here today happened in that November contract, and it was a 1250 contract here. So they're going in the money here. This is the interesting thing. They have a 73 delta here, and if we take a look here at the time in sales, the big block that traded, this was at 5,750 contract. So this traded at 187 here when the market was 180 by 190, and this followed by the next. Let's take a quick peek here. So the first trade took place at 1155 with 1,000 contracts, and then the bigger trade executed here, and again at the same price here. So this probably was the same trade here, but they reported it differently at different times. This is not a kind of a trade that you typically would just execute on the platform. They shop this around a little bit. One of the other things as well, if we take a look here, and if you took a look at the minute chart, at the same time at that big transaction, a big volume spike with shares as well. I'm not sure if that was a stock swap, meaning that they closed out of shares and they then went into a position here because they're not quite sure. But it's still interesting to see if they were positioning here that they're looking with $12.50 in shares at $13.91. Again, this is a position when we start to dissect it is they put money down, they did buy this. And they're not looking to lose money on here. It could be where they're looking to reduce their risk and in the next 22 days have something pan out, or they could be very bullish as well on something to happen here. So I think the case is on the maybe reducing a little bit of risk. And one of the things that could be interesting here, this is not a stock that trades a lot, so that's why it's interesting and that's why it stands out. But what is interesting is that if you did some kind of spread here, and the spread would be selling at 1250 and buying the 15, yeah, you only have $1 upside, but again, it's all about risk management and managing expectations. You could also look into something as December as well. But again, when we look at this is a big trade here, big money going into it. And when you start to look at the reasons why, the only reason why I would expect something like this to happen or some money rolling into this is that this is a post-election type of play. They sell ammo, they sell guns, it's outdoorsmanship type of stores. And if something happens, if a Biden win, people could be rushing to stock up on the ammo that's not there and buy more firearms. So that's what I have for you today, and we will talk to you in the next episode.